Hello, hello, beloveds, and happy Monday. Here we are again for another moment to tune in and turn on and get some weekly insight from our tarot. So, first things first, we are in the middle of some huge transformations and transitions. And with that comes some feelings of tenseness and tired. And it's time for us to really allow this to turn into transformation. Friday kicked off a series of eclipses that will go through July, and this energy will bring more and more to light things that have been needing to be changed, as well as a Mercury retrograde coming up. We are now in the shadow, so start backing up your things, start getting your things ready. That Mercury retrograde, I believe, starts on the 17th of this month and goes through July 12th. Right before my birthday, it's over. So this is the time for you to really start diving in and looking at what is coming up for you, because during this Mercury retrograde, it's going to be a icky sticky, but only if you are resisting, if you are allowing yourself to acknowledge and to accept what is. This one will be mellow and allow you to flow into your true next experience, your true next transformation and evolution, which is what the world is doing right now. We have to remember that 2020 is the age of Aquarius, and what that means is minds are being changed. Many people don't realize that Aquarius is a sign of mental energy, and many of our minds are being changed. Many of our ideologies, our paradigms, the dogmas, all of it is being shifted and lifted. And so I want to share some insight and inspiration from the Light Seers Tarot, my favorite one right now, and see what's going on for us this week. I know for sure this last week has been one of the most eye-opening experience, as well as the most healing. I saw some things about myself, some blind spots that I've needed to look at. And this is an invitation, an open invitation for all of us to look at our blind spots and really allow ourselves to see with new eyes the world that we're creating and cultivating. Because guess what? We're doing it together. We're doing it with this, because what we've thought about has not brought about the best. And so now we're shifting into a heart space where we're listening to each other from our hearts. And that space is where things will start to change within us. So be mindful what you're thinking about. Be mindful of the old ideas that have been running the show for you, and be mindful of what you're consuming. And if you are giving yourself rest, what are you focusing on? Remember, whatever you place your attention on always grows. And so I was being guided to cut it into three. So today we get 3 cards. I got them face down. Haven't even looked at them yet. Just so you know, I'm just picking those 3 cards. So let's see. Our first card, oops, upside down. Our first card is beauty. Here we go. We get the 9 of Pentacles. And so what this is telling us is that our wishes are fulfilled. The thing is, what are we wishing for? Are we wishing for, confidence and clarity and commitment and community? Or are we focusing on the opposite of that? Separation, isolation, individualization. And so this is really shining on us to look at what we're paying attention to. That is where, again, as I said, this is what we focus on absolutely grows. And then our next card is the 5 of Swords. And as you can see here, there's, some energy going into his head, and he's like traumatized. And so this is about truly letting go of those old ideas and those old paradigms. I know for myself, my complete focus has shifted, and I am committed to doing the work that I have been guided to do. And so that means I've got to let go of some of the old ideas. These crows are perfect for swords, because crows can make a loud crackling sound, and that is like the static that we hear in our mind. And then last but not least is the Queen of Pentacles. And so again, the seeds that we're growing, the things that we're giving our attention and intention to are growing for us and will continue to grow for us throughout the summer. This is a time of rapid growth, of rapid expansion. And during these eclipse periods, that's what this is really showing up. So we've got some major influence coming up and some growth happening, but we've got to get out of our head and move into our heart. So what a powerful message, given what I was just sharing with you. And so I want to share with you just a quick couple of things. So first of all, Radiant Rebel is now open. This is answering the call. And what is the call? The call is first our consciousness. Again, what are we putting in? And then it is activism. This isn't the activism outside, but the spiritual activism, the spiritual consciousness. What's going in? The activism is really about how are we being active in our spiritual practice. So this is about being in alignment and allowing ourselves to truly, truly, truly look at where we're placing our actions. And then the L, the first one, is liberation. How are we liberating ourselves spiritually from old paradigms and old, dogma? How are we liberating ourselves? Nina Simone, I did a walk today with the Nina Simone energy using the Girl Trek Black boot camp and Black History boot camp, and she said that freedom is fearlessness. And so this spiritual liberation is all about that fearlessness. So we've got to get rid of the things that are holding us down and keeping us playing small. And then the second L is leadership. Because once you have that consciousness, that activism, that liberation, leadership follows. And it doesn't mean that you've got to be out there protesting, but it does mean that you step into your power. You allow yourself to be fully expansive and be the person, the woman that you've always wanted to be. And so if this is something that's calling to you, it's definitely calling to me, because I am ready to radiate. And that rebel is not saying that you are against something or anti this. What it actually is saying is that you are your own expression of answering the call. So how will you answer the call? With courage or with chaos? And so I just want to take it to prayer to bring in that energy. So we just take a moment to pause, a moment to pray, a moment to recognize that right here, right now, everything is working for our highest and best good. And so we just bless every man, woman, and child, every tree and every sea, every animal and every insect. We bless it all as we call forth earth, water, fire, air. Guide us to what we must share. Allow us to know, see, feel, hear, and understand your divine wisdom and guidance. As I call forth the angels, the archangels, the ascended masters, the ancestors, the orishas, the goddesses, the gods, the spirits, spirit guides, the spirit squad, any passed on loved ones, and those who have left us, to be good ancestors, to be good stewardships and good humans on this planet. For this and so much more, I am grateful. So I release it all. I let it be. And so it is, as above, so below. Ashe. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. Come back every week and make sure you subscribe and follow so you never miss a weekly insight. And take this message to heart. Watch it again. Get some insight. And there's some new things coming. Also, don't forget to join our Tarot 2.0 Facebook community. It is our free tarot community, as well as our newly launched Brown Girls Who Coach. If you are a brown girl who coaches and are ready for community, culture, and connection, this is your place, also on Facebook. I send you so much love and light, and until next time, beloveds, peace and blessings.